name is Astro Ashikar. Welcome back to my channel. And today I'm going to be teaching you guys about super habitable planets. So this was my English class presentation and I'm going to share it with you guys. So let's start off. What do you think super habitable planets are? So this is a little clue or a riddle that you might think of. So just try figuring it out. Don't cheat. So, yep, this is the answer for the question. I accidentally slipped it, but let me just show you. So, just think of how this is related to the next slide. So, the actual definition of what a superhabitable planet is better than Earth. A superhabitable planet is better than Earth. So these are two examples of superhabitable planets. Let me just put my video on top. So this is Kepler 1126b and TRAPPIST 1. These are examples of superhabitable planets. One sec, let me just move. So, what are important elements for life to exist on a planet? So, as I said, superhabitable planets are planets that are better than Earth. What that means is that we have to move to another place because the universe is going to erode. So we need another place to stay. So those are superhabitable planets. So what do we need for that planet to be a superhabitable planet? So first of all, for life to exist on the planet, water must exist on the planet. Or how are the main things for civilizations going to happen? Example like agriculture, and even you can't live without water. Tell me one scenario you can live with water. Maybe you can live like 2 days. So yeah. Next is the planet must be in the habitable zone of the respective star. Now this is an interesting topic. So the habitable zone means it shouldn't be too close to the star, either not too far from the star. I'll give you an example. As I've shown here, this is Venus and Neptune. So the habitable zone, which means like if it's too close to the sun, like how Venus, it had like a similar mass and gravity to Earth, and it was like a tropical planet. But then because it was too close to the sun, it was really hot, and life forms couldn't appear on it. But then, if it's too far from the sun, like how Neptune is, it also was able. There was a chance of life to be there, but then it was too cold, and all of the water is in the form of ice, and you only might find water down below. So next, let's go to the temperature. So the temperature and atmospheric pressure should be suitable for life. So what this means is that we have an atmospheric pressure, and it gets more and more intense as we go down to the core of Earth, and that should be suitable for life. If there was too much atmospheric pressure, um, life forms can't evolve, and also the temperature has to be suitable, or else, let's say it was like 100 degrees, how would we live there? So the temperature and atmospheric pressure should be suitable for life. The next point is that the planet must be solid and have an atmosphere that protects it from solar radiation. So an example of this is that it has to be solid. So for example, let's take Saturn. Saturn is a gas planet, so you cannot step foot on it. Then how will human civilization happen on that planet? And then the atmosphere should protect it from the solar radiation. So how are layers of the atmosphere protect us from the rays of the sun, so we don't get global warming? So this is we have the other planet has to have a good atmosphere to protect us from sun rays. Then and it also has to allow living organisms to breathe, or else you can live without water for at least 2 days. You can live without food for at least a month. but you cannot live 1 hour in your life without air. So it has to allow living organisms to breathe. So this is the important elements for life to exist on a planet. Let's move to the next one. Uh, the next one. So we talked about superhabitable planets. So how do I know all of this? How did they find these superhabitable planets? So in our galaxy alone, there are countless stars. Do you agree? Yes. Um, Near any star, there might be a planet called an exoplanet. So, an example of a star is our sun. The sun is the host star. So, the planet is there are some planets called exoplanets. For example, there are a lot of exoplanets. Examples have been given below. There's a high chance of an exoplanet having elements of being a habitable planet. Out of 4,500 discovered exoplanets, 24 are super habitable or better than Earth. So these are two exoplanets, but one is not habitable. So this is an exoplanet named Kepler 22b, which is uh, also a type of Kepler planet, as we saw in the beginning. And the second one is HD 1897333b, or you can also call it Nightmare. So this planet is also an exoplanet, but it's not habitable. So yep, let's move on to the next thing. So these are a few planets we might shift to when thinking about going to another super habitable planet. So first one is T Garden B, and then we have Kepler 1638b and LHS 1140b and TRAPPIST 1. We also might think of going to Proxima Centauri, but I didn't have space to add it to the presentation. So, yeah, I will just throw it in there. So, then this is the answer. You might ask me, Ashikar, you're talking about all of this, but then, like, why did humans not go there? We have, like, the best scientists in the world because there's only one world, which not might be true. I'm not gonna get into that topic, but why do we not go there yet? The simple explanation is that because of distance. The closest superhabitable planet is 100 light years away, and 1 light year is 9.7 trillion kilometers, and 100 light years is 9.46 e plus 14 kilometers, and 1 light second is 186,000 miles per second. A slight adjustment since I was a fourth grader. I did not properly um, look at the news, so it's not 100 light years; it's 4 light years. So, but still, that's 9.7 trillion kilometers times four. So, can you imagine? Let's go to the trivia. Now, do you guys remember everything? We are gonna be trying this, and whoever DMs me in the Instagram, like number one, what is the answer to each question? So this is the trivia. Take a clear look, and then I might tell you about a giveaway that I will give in the next video. So stay tuned. This is the trivia. So what is a superhabitable planet? What's a host star? 3 elements which is needed for our life to exist on a planet. 1 light year in kilometers. Another name for a habitable zone, and um, one name for a superhabitable planet. So this one you have to this one name another name for a habitable zone. You have to research yourself. And then the host star, I'll just give you a head start and give you an answer that a host star is like the planet is the star that the planet revolves around. Good luck and get ready for the giveaway. Thank you so much. This is the end. Hope you enjoyed and learned something new. This is Astro Ashikar signing out. Bye bye.